On Ticker, this is Import Export with Lawrence Christophels.
Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around. As you've seen, we've had some great, amazing discussions around Europe, around Indonesia, talking about international trade, investment opportunities. But we're now joined by Kevin Leong from Lendcap, and why that's so important is that doing business generally, cash flow is king, but especially if you're doing international trade, it's crucially important. It's basically the lifeblood of any international business. So Kevin, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you very much for inviting me as well, Lawrence. Great. Happy to be here.
Great, thanks so much, Kevin. Kevin, tell me about Lendcap and why it's so important for companies.
Right, yeah. So Lendcap was created during the current environment where banking at the moment, you can see it's very regulated. There's a lot of things changing, I think, monthly, and that's where we come in to be a one-stop solution for our clients, where we are more of their trusted advisor. So we provide things such as logistics, trade, and supply chain finance in order to help them navigate this changing landscape.
Yep.
What we do is one-to-one consultations with our clients, and also we have an online platform which gives a step-by-step understanding of what their businesses does, pain points, and what they want to achieve. So that's the whole reason why Lendcap was set up. Great.
Well, especially after the things like the Royal Commission recently, if you're going direct to banks, what people have identified is that you're limited with choice.
Yep.
And one of the things that I love about Lendcap and what you've built there, Kevin, is the ability to have a whole suite of services providers and products.
Yep.
And you can go along to a business, especially an SME, where no one can keep across the type of products that are on offer, and they change, as you say, monthly.
That's right. That's
so they rely on you to say, okay, let's first and foremost understand, as you said, their particular business, because no business is the same as the other.
Yes.
No cash flows requirements and products are all different, even within the same industry sectors. So when you take the time to understand that, my view is that you then actually overlay that with the whole suite of products, service providers, and then you can actually tailor a really customized package for them.
That's right. So I guess with the new players in the market being fintechs, second, third tier banks out there, not necessarily the big four are the best. They do come into the market as well in providing, I guess, top tier clients with the opportunity of getting the cheapest funding out there. But that is not necessarily the case for smaller clients which have just started up. They might have to utilize the other options first for now. And also being able to get it quicker in terms of cash. Cash is king, and cash flow is most important part of a business. So, and time, sometimes it takes a bit too long to go to the normal avenues of the lending scape.
Absolutely.
So that's where fintechs, I find they can turn things around within 2, 3, 4 days, sort of turn around there. So, but that's not necessarily always the best option. Like I said, we just try to understand the business as best as we can, and we try to propose it exactly to how the banks want to see it. And the thing is, nowadays we find that there is a loss in connection with the clients and the banks, and that's where we come in, because we won't be moving off anywhere else. Bank managers do change, but we're always there to assist.
I think it's really important. A couple of things you've just mentioned there, Kevin. Opportunity cost. Yes, there's a cost to access cash and finance, but there's also a thing called opportunity cost. In international business, you might get an amazing deal to export or to buy a product in, but you need to act within a week, because that stock's only going to be available, the order's only going to be able to be filled over a certain period. And some of the bigger lenders, they might have some cheaper rates, but to actually access that quickly, the trade-off is there as well.
That's right.
What I've identified, and working with so many companies over the years, especially over the last 3 to 5 years, this whole term about share of wallet, whereas the big banks are always trying to get bigger share of wallet, whereas companies, especially even not just the small ones, I've noticed, especially over the last little while, there bigger companies are saying, okay, well, I can use the big banks to all my bread and butter finance stuff that I need to do, but then I don't want to lock up my warehouse or my family home, as bricks and mortar collateral. I'll then also work with other lenders who are a bit more agile, a bit more creative and innovative. And again, what you can do with Lendcap is say, okay, well, you can have share of wallet. Let's slice and dice your cash needs or your finance needs, and let's see which ones will work for which business aspects of the business and which opportunities that you want to take care of.
That's right. Yep. And I think in the traditional sense as well, I think everyone thinks that when they get lending, it's normally the case of getting security in the background in terms of a property or a residential property or a commercial property, but that's not necessarily the case. There are tangible assets which we can utilize in the business, especially for manufacturing, import, export clients, debtors, creditors. Stock.
Invoices can be financed against. Stock can be financed
exactly.
Against.
It's just more of understanding it and for us to articulating it to the banks and these fintech companies for them to understand how the business really works and getting a correct solution for them. So that's the part as well, which is important to note.
Yeah, and I think it is these days the ability to act quickly, as we just talked about, is critical for success. And unfortunately, companies, well, not unfortunately, it's just the reality that you don't have the time or the bandwidth to try and keep track of everything that's out there.
That's right.
I mean, if you're a manufacturer, whether you're bringing product in or sending product out as an exporter, your whole focus is on the product, on the sales, the service. Finance is the lifeblood of that, but you can't sit there at night trying to you get home to work out, okay, now what do I need to do about who's got the best rates, who's got the best deals. It just doesn't work. So we've had so many guests on the shows, and we continue to say the same thing: is that you need to work with specialists.
That's right.
That's the best key to success is to find the right specialists, work with them on their areas of expertise. Yours being finance, obviously, and cash flow, and then use that as an asset within your business or your brain's trust, if you like.
That's right. That's right. So because there are new things in the market now, similar to kind of like an afterpay as well. But this is business to business, so it allows you to free up cash flow by giving their clients like a 90-day free cash in free interest term. So things like that are now available in the market. It's just more of getting to understand where it's at and who does it.
Absolutely. I think the ability to leverage cash flow these days, not just in Australia but globally, you can leverage cash flow so powerfully with doing a better deal. So if I can talk to a supplier overseas and say, look, I'm going to buy 2 containers of these widgets, but instead of paying you on bill of lading, I'll pay you up front, but I want a 5% discount.
Exactly.
Or as an exporter, I'll say, look, how about you and I are selling the same widgets to the same customer, you're offering credit terms, I'm not. They're going to buy the product as offering terms. So this is the ability to leverage finance solutions, finance strategies to actually increase business growth. Which again, you have to understand the business first, understand the opportunity, and then say, okay, well, let's work and actually tweak your trade finance solutions.
I think a lot of issues as well is. I find with import-export clients is some of them do have ATO payment plans in place. I mean, like at the end of the day, there's a reason why they do it. It's to improve their cash flow. It's nothing bad, but we get majors, which some of them do turn away from it. But there are players out there which find that as still a feasible option. They know why it's there. It's just more of articulating it as well, and being able to get the funding based on that.
Great. So what's the process? So I know you're based here in Melbourne, but you can deal with Australian clients all over the country.
That's right. So we do have, like I said, an online platform as well, which allows clients to put in their information. Basically, we understand what they're looking for, what the business does, pain points. What's their current financial situation as well, and from there then we have a one-to-one discussion, go in detail, and then from there we'll do the full proposal through to the banks.
Great.
I think at the end of the day the key thing is your first delivery to the banks is like you do for any interviews per se.
You got to make sure it's as polished as possible.
It's pristine. That's right. So that's what we do.
Fantastic. Great. So I think there's so many benefits of using Lendcap and yourself. We've already listed so many of them, but peace of mind is another big part as well, and time management.
That's right.
Because as I said, it's just no one can be expected to keep across all these, and I like the fact that you can do a deal, whether it's from business credit cards right through to financing a fleet of trucks or
Yeah,
forklifts,
that's right.
or racking in a container, racking in a warehouse, that sort of things. So you can actually look at the whole business needs and say, okay, well, these are the finance products which will suit SKUs, assets, and MHE, and a whole range of different things. So
That's right.
you've got that ability to look over across it. I know you work with a whole range of other partners as well.
Yes.
One of which is one of our partners with AFEX, as you know. And,
Yes, that's right.
they've got a great event coming up. So that's coming up on CFO Roundtable. And as we talked about before, there's SMEs are starting to see the light and starting to really understand how they should not just look at bricks and mortar security and different bricks and mortar products, but really they're forced to be creative to offer better services to their customers, but also do better deals. But even the bigger companies now are thinking, okay, well, yeah, we want to talk about that share of wallet. Let's see what else other people are offering, and that's where CFOs now are starting to take notice, where they're starting to think, well, we've got to look at these different type of lenders and products.
Especially what's happening in the market with the whole coronavirus as well. That's going to affect businesses, and cash flow is going to be tight. So
Absolutely.
That's when they would really need to review it, and that's where we can assist as well on that part there.
Yeah. Well, we look at our supply chain impacts on the transport of products in and out of China. The tourist dollars. There's so many tangible impacts that have already happened now, and that impact's only going to exacerbate over the next coming months.
That's right.
Yeah,
but it's just good to know that there are so many solutions out there for clients at the moment, besides the majors as well. So just don't shy away from the problem. Yeah. Just face it.
It's not going to. That's right. Sticking your head in the sand is not going to achieve anything. You got to work out a way to solve the cash flow and the finance maze. Yes. Especially, as you say, when these type of what do you want to call it, a natural disaster have occurred.
That's right.
And how no one can predict that, so you just got to navigate through that and really leverage those expertise that you've got.
And don't shy away from talking to your banks as well, to just tell them exactly what's going on. It's always better to be on the front foot on it than on the back foot.
Or chat with you, and you can actually you can filter that and make sure that you got the right message to the banks.
That's right.
Great.
That's right.
Kevin, we're about to wrap up, but it's been a pleasure having you on. Really proud to have you as one of our new partners with ATLC as well, and it makes a perfect fit for that to be that conduit for companies, both small and large, to really ring the towel on finance options.
I appreciate the support as well, and looking forward to it.
Thanks, Kevin.
Cheers.
Just before we wrap up today's show, I mentioned AFEX, who's one of our proud partners specifically on foreign exchange. I know Kevin works with them as well. They've got an amazing event coming up here in Melbourne on Tuesday the 3rd of March, and it's all around a CFO Roundtable, the global economy. It's a must attend for CFOs, anyone serious in senior finance in their organisation, because as we've just talked about, the global economy has shifted quite dramatically. It's going to have a major impact over the next probably months to years even. So get along to that. Contact us. It's here in Melbourne on the 3rd of March at 12 p.m. at the Park Hyatt. So get along, and if you're a CFO or a senior finance person, it is restricted to some numbers, so contact us and we'll try and get you a ticket. But it's free, but it's a really important event, and it's going to be one of our senior, Stephen Bartholomew will be there as one of our senior guests, the senior economist writer there as well, so with the agent in Sydney Morning Herald. So thanks so much for joining us on today's show, the Import-Export show here on Ticker. Looking forward to join you again next week. We'll have some great discussions on some other markets and some other new and really valuable guests as well. So thanks again for your time this week. Look forward to chatting to you again. Thanks to all our guests, Kevin, Ivan and Jason. Look forward to joining you again next week. Take care.